Hello and welcome back everyone to a brand new video. I'm your host Jay Ritchie and I cannot tell you how absolutely ecstatic I am that you would choose to spend a few minutes of your day here with me. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Today's news topic comes from the New York Post. School under fire after 6th grade field trip allegedly ends at a lounge with stripper poles. Guys, this is a story that's definitely going to make your blood boil, but a Michigan school district is under fire after allegedly bringing students to a restaurant with a stripper pole lounge and supposedly threatening legal action against the trustee who exposed the scandal. The incident reportedly took place on November 16th when 6th grade band and orchestra students from the Hart Middle School in Rochester visited a Detroit hotspot, Nicky's Pizza, following a performance by the Detroit Symphony Orchestra. Located in the Greektown neighborhood, Nicky's Pizza operates in conjunction with Nicky's Lounge, a risque nightclub. Quote, the students were moved from Nicky's Pizza due to a lack of available space in the lounge, where they tried out some of the pole dancing. This is absolutely ridiculous. You can see that obviously the faces are blurred out for obviously privacy purposes, but you have sixth graders on stripper poles. This is entirely uncalled for. I don't know how this got approved, why they thought this would be a good idea, but I can just tell you this. If I was a father and I saw a video or a snippet or a photograph of my child that was supposed to be on an educational school field trip and they're on stripper poles, I'm going to be absolutely livid. We have a couple photos of that. We have a photo of the outside of the building as well. As you can see, they have the Nicky's Pizzeria. They've got some outdoor dining right here. And then right next door, they have Nicky's Nightlife. So, in addition to the photo of the children playing on the poles, Weaver's post, which was shared with the followers of his blog, Finding the Right Answers, includes images of Nicky's adult lounge scene and drinks menu. The middle school teacher, obviously, it was in a statement to the Daily Caller. Executive Director of Strategic Communication denied that the district took students to an eatery attached to a strip club. But if you scroll right up, you can see the eatery is directly attached to the strip club. So that is obviously a very blatant lie. I don't know how they thought that that was going to be permissible or how they thought they would get away with that. Proposed field trips are evaluated by a curriculum team and required to have a parental guardian permission slip, she continued. The safety and security of our students, staff, and school community is always our priority. I'm pretty sure that on the permission slip, it did not say that they were going to be taking the kids to a stripping lounge. I'm fairly confident that there is not a single parent in that school that would have authorized their sixth grader to go to a strip club. That is entirely uncalled for. Nicky's owner told the outlet that the school would have known about the seating arrangement when it made its reservation. So not only did they know that they were going to be having a group that might be too large, they knew that if that was going to be the case, they knew that these kids were going to be put in the stripping pole section. Typically, when we have groups of over 100 people, we give them the option of going to our second floor, which is operated as a club on Saturday nights, but is closed during the day, she explained. They've got a photo of the guy that broke the story. We've been doing this for 20 years. We've had dozens of school groups, and there was never an issue. Pause. I have an issue with that. I don't care. Just first off, this is the way that we've always done it, so it shouldn't be an issue, is never a good excuse for doing things. Uh, there was also reported that the metal poles are not stripper poles, but simply part of the decorations. Now, guys, for those of you that are watching this, I want you to look at the video, the photo that's on the screen. If I were to show you this out of context, you would automatically assume that this is a strip club. You can see that they've got, mood lighting around. We've got some tables and some chairs set up in the back. And then right in between each section is a clearly defined stripping pole. That is not there for decoration. That's not there for structural support. That is clearly designed for the use of stripping. Quote, as I have stated previously, and a key foundation of my promise to the public, there needs to be more focus on the actions that reflect poorly on our district. He wrote on a trustee's Facebook profile on January 8th. More community members feel that there is too much time and energy spent trying to stop people from knowing about the actions that reflect poorly on the district, while not enough time or energy is spent on actually doing anything about the issues at hand. Weaver also accused the district of attempting to intimidate him, writing on January 11th that the superintendent Robert sent a letter to officials on December 21st encouraging the board to, quote, take immediate action to ensure Mr. Weaver's compliance with protocol while threatening to seek, quote, legal redress. So it sounds like what he's saying is he exposed the school district for taking these children to a strip club, and in response to them saying, listen, we messed up, or hey, this is, trying to explain it, they said, shut up or we're going to sue you. That is utterly unbelievable. I think all of these parents should sue the school district. This is not Weaver's first run in with RCS's thornier side. As a parent, he claimed to have received 2 cease and desist letters from the district over social media posts criticizing pandemic policies and remote learning. He also said that Shaner filed a police report against him for making, quote, false allegations and insults. Okay, you can't file a police report for somebody making an insult to you. We have freedom of speech. You can say whatever the hell you want to say. Someone might not necessarily agree with it, but you can't go to the police and say, I don't like what they said, so you need to arrest them or you need to do some sort of pressing charges. That's just, geez, I'm just going to move on. This apparently is the letter that was sent out to the parents, basically giving the itinerary, letting them know exactly what's going to be going on. On December 21st, 2022, Dr. Shaner provided a letter to the Board of Education. The correspondence reinforced the need for a new board member to comply with board bylaws and the Code of Cooperation so that the district's focus can remain on education of all RCS's students. What educational purposes are you going to gain by taking a 6th grader to a strip club? I'm honestly curious. What do they think a 6th grader can learn that a 6th grader needs to be learning by going to a strip club? Quote, the letter did not include any threats. Speaking to the Post on Friday, Weaver said that he nonetheless remained undeterred in his crusade for accountability. Quote, as of today, there has been no public acknowledgement that there was an issue on the field trip or what would have been done to prevent something like this from happening again. Failure to address issues such as this not only negatively impact the community's trust, but also opens our staff to unneeded risk. I absolutely agree. There's a plethora of things that could go wrong if a child is in a strip club, much less, there's nothing that they could be gained from that. That is not the target demographic. Strip clubs are designed for adults and adult entertainment. If you're an adult, you're over the legal age of 18, you can do whatever you want to do as long as it doesn't negatively affect anybody else. But these children were basically signed a permission slip, and they had their parents sign a permission slip for them to go to a musical field trip, and instead they ended up going to a strip club afterwards. That it seems like a very obvious abuse and misuse of power. So I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. But that's going to be the video for today, folks. Just remember, be better, go to the gym, tell someone you love them, and don't make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss the next video. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow.